What's up, everybody? We are live. Welcome to Angiesworld podcast, episode 4, Project Heat, featuring Tiffon Pop Dunn, the creator of Project Heat. Thank you for tapping in.
Ah, thank you for having me, Angie.
Definitely. So, I just want to give you a proper introduction. You are the creator of the web series Project Heat, which it started off in New York and now it's a franchise. You got Atlanta, Connecticut, Boston, uh,
Baltimore.
DC,
Baltimore.
and Baltimore as well. He's also the creator of the Urban Web Series Award. You're a radio host. You do
Mm-hmm.
charity work, and the list goes on. We're going to get into all the different things that you do, but I just wanted to give you your proper introduction. So thank you
Thank you.
for coming and tapping in with me today.
And like I said, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. How you been, Pop? It's been a while since I've
I've been
spoken to you. I want to do a little wellness check with you. How's the holidays going? How's everything going?
everything is going great. It's a blessing because, through the pandemic, I lost a lot of people, what I'm saying, even some cast members. So it's
Damn.
definitely a blessing.
That you was able to make it through and you have your health and your wealth and everything like that. And
That's right.
congratulations. I see you had a granddaughter too. She's so
That's,
cute. She looks just
uh,
like you.
that's my heart right there, man.
That's
That's
what's
my
up.
heart.
That's what's up. Oh man, yeah. So listen, I wanted to have you on here because I wanted everyone, my audience and the people that tap in with me, I wanted them to get to know you. If you guys haven't seen, the web series Project Heat, I really suggest that you check it out. Um, and before we go into the Project Heat and the background on that, why don't you just tell me a little bit about yourself? Like, where you grew up, how you grew up, and because I know that you pull when you started Project Heat, I know you pull a lot of those experiences from you growing up in the pink houses in Brooklyn and stuff like that. So give me a little bit of a background on you.
Well, I grew up in Jamaica, Queens. I was born and raised in Queens. I got like 8 siblings. Um, Grew up with a single parent, and then I moved to pink houses back in '88, and like I experienced some really tough situations. Queens, they got their little falls, but they sneaky. Brooklyn is totally different. So if you see in the first episode, you know, it was a situation where when I first moved in the building,
Yeah, in
I
the elevator.
yeah, I witnessed somebody getting killed the first day that we moved in pink houses. It was like that blew my mind. So I'm in my teenage years and I'm seeing that. I'm like, oh no, I'm not gonna be another I'm not gonna be a statistic in the street. So I had to get on my grown man shit and be like, yo, you know what? I'm just gonna hold the family down, you know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
you know, as I grew older, a lot of situations happened, and it was a situation where recently, like in 2014, I think,
Mm-hmm.
was it 2014 when Akai Gurley, he was a young man that used to live in my projects. Well, not live in the project. He used to come through there. He had family in there, and he got killed by a rookie cop. That's a
Oh
true
yeah.
story. You know what I'm saying? So that situation, I got shot in my face. I got shot in my neck. I used that situation. I used a situation with, it was a whole bunch of situations that a lot of people's not here to tell a story. So I did
Right.
the acting of the story.
So let me ask you a question. Take me back a little bit. So you moved to Brooklyn. You was in the pink houses. You went through a lot of stuff, And then at some point you got locked up, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And so you did some time when you was locked up.
Mm-hmm.
And when you came out, tell me a little bit about that. How was your mindset? Was it like, okay, I did this time, now I'm about to come back out and I have to figure out something, like I have to start a business, or what was your mindset when
My
you came
mindset
out?
when I first, well, I did 2 state bids and 1 federal bid. My federal bid was the last one I did back in 2001. I came home in 2004 and never went back. So my mindset was, you know, I'm not gonna be, living the rest of my life in jail. So
Right,
when I came home, I was like, I'm not gonna surround myself with all the negative people. I had to keep myself, humbled and away from all, the people that I felt will bring me back into that situation.
right.
So when I came home, I met my 2 partners, Shy and KD.
Okay, shout out to them.
Definitely. So how I met them was through an artist that we was managing. His name was Bugs. So I got
Okay.
into the music. I got into the music deeply, because before I got locked up for my last federal bid, I was doing, I was running around with Murder Inc., my man Cadillac Ty and Ja Rule. And I
Mm-hmm.
was learning a little bit about, you know, the music industry. So when I came home, I met Bugs, and Bugs introduced me to Shy, and me, Shy, and KD, we created, our film company called Show Up Films.
Okay.
And, we filmed our first full feature movie called Tycoon: The Rise of the Distinguished.
Okay.
And
Cool.
you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? We did that. We didn't really know what we was doing. We was
Mm-hmm.
learning as we go. So, you know, that really kept my mind focused on, okay, this is what you're gonna be doing, you know what I'm saying? And this is what's gonna keep me out of trouble.
Absolutely. So, and it kept you busy, creative, and it giving you purpose.
Exactly.
Right. And kept you out of the street. So now you guys link up. And I know you also did some artist management as well. Was that before you created Project Heat?
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah. So I know you did artist management. So you got a little bit of experience there. And then you guys created Project Heat. And then that's where you used your life experience and input it into the
Visual.
yeah, exactly. I really enjoy. Say that again. I'm sorry.
I said visual.
Yeah, the visual, exactly. I really, really enjoy seeing that because, um, this is, you guys took, what everyday people go through living in the projects in New York or living in the hood, and putting it out there on the internet for everybody to see. And I feel like at a time where, the web series was popping, and really like getting the limelight, like Money and Violence and stuff. I feel like you guys did your thing. I feel like you weren't. I feel like there was a lane for you guys and a lane for Money and Violence as well, and it was so unique and so different. So yeah, definitely
Hmm.
shout out to shout out to Project Heat. Now, uh, with Project Heat, you guys started expanding. Tell me a little bit about the expansion, and also tell me a little bit about the deals that you have now with Project Heat. Like, tell the people where they can, tap in and watch it, and where it is now.
All right, so how we did the expansion is, you know, the little slang that I came up with, every project has a story.
Right.
So I had it already in mind that I want to go worldwide with it because it's projects everywhere. And we started with first Atlanta, and we had, people that we knew out there that was willing to, come on board and make it happen out there in Atlanta. So that's how we started with Atlanta.
Right.
Then, we branched out to Baltimore, and we knew that everywhere we go, we know somebody. You
Right,
know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah.
And not only that, we be having other people hitting us up like, yo, you need to come out here to Philly, come out here to Chicago, Ohio, you know what I'm saying, everywhere, you know what I'm saying. But it's like it's a franchise. I built this to a franchise. So, when we get around to it, because me and Katie is the only one that do the traveling. Shy, she's more. She has a child that she take care of, so she's more. She do all the editing anyway.
Right.
So we be traveling a lot, so we have a lot going on. Now we got Connecticut, and Connecticut we're gonna premiere that first episode. Hold on, we're
This
gonna
is
premiere
New
that
York
first.
City. This is real.
Yeah, that's next month, January 22nd. That's gonna be coming out. So from that, you know, it's like I'm all over, man, and it's not gonna stop. I'm not stopping, and people, if you ain't tuned in, you better tune in because
Yeah,
it's
yeah, check out. So okay, so before we go into that, is Project Heat still on YouTube, or where can people watch Project Heat?
yeah, it's still on YouTube, but we definitely going on Tubi. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? We're gonna be start we started, well, we got the first season up on Tubi now.
Okay.
You know
So if
what
you
I'm
guys
saying? So,
download the app Tubi, you'll be able to see Project Heat. It's on YouTube. And also, you were telling me about another deal that you guys had recently. You want to tell me a little bit about that, or you want to keep that a secret?
mhm. Nah, we got our first season on Dame Dash, his his website. You could go on Dame Dash, and you can catch the first season on there as well.
I'm gonna definitely you're not going nowhere yet, Pop, because there's still a bunch of stuff that I want to go through with you, but I do want to let the people know where they can see Project Heat, because like I said, this is something that you guys really need to like tap into. So the first season is on Tubi. Damon Dash Studios picked up Project Heat. You could also watch it on YouTube. It's also a franchise, so no matter whatever city you're in, you can relate somehow to Project Heat. You don't have to only be from New York City. They have a franchise in several different cities, so you're able to just pick and choose the ones you want to watch or watch them all, because it's really dope. You guys work really hard on it. It's based on life experiences. It's authentic, and that's what brings me to some of the traction that Project Heat had. You guys were featured with was it Street Soldiers with Lisa Evers? Like, she interviewed you about Project Heat. I know I saw something like that out there too.
Lisa Evers is a big fan of Project Heat. She really is the one that really cracked how the web series, like, she cracked the new street cinema.
Right.
Man, she was the one that actually had Money and Violence on at first, on her Street Soldiers, and then she got winner Project Heat, and she
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah.
So it's like we did a lot. Like, they got documentaries on me on Vice. You can catch me on Vice. Like, they got a documentary on there. This History Channel in Canada. It's a lot. And it's like, I'm mind blown because I ain't never expect this to go the way it is, and I just thank God, man. Like,
Yes. You guys
real
deserve
talk.
it. You bring in your life, and you don't only have to be from the projects to really relate and watch this. Of course, people from the hood are going to be able to relate because they live it day to day, but also people who are not from these communities can watch it and get like
Learn.
a
They can learn from it.
exactly, and learn, basically. Exactly. So I definitely, commend you. I salute you. I give you your flowers for everything that you guys have created with Project Heat. There's a lot of other projects that you created, which is going to bring me to my next project that I wanted to talk about. Pop is also the creator of the Urban Web Series Awards. Now, I remember when this was just an idea for you, and you were telling me about this like 5 or 6 years ago. and you were saying you wanted to create it, and it was just in the stages of, you know, you thinking about it, and you didn't put it out there yet, but you were thinking about doing it. So that's really dope. Now, how many years have you guys been doing the Urban Web Series Awards?
Yes. Well, we did it. We started in 2017, 16.
Yeah.
And you know, we took a break during the pandemic, but now we about to pick it back up.
Tell the people that don't know what the Urban Web Series Awards is. Just tell them a little bit about it.
Well, it's actually it's a real award show, but I have all around whatever, you know, web series that's on YouTube, they submitting their content
Right.
to get nominated, and you win awards like a real award show, and you have
Yep.
to be dressed up, and it's just like a real award show, but it's just for the web series.
You know, I really that is so dope that you guys do that, because it gives all the content creators of YouTube web series a chance to be recognized, a chance to get their flowers, their work out there. It gives everybody, you know, because, you know, they have an award show for everything else. Why not have one for the Urban Web Series, you know? So that's definitely cool. I hope, you know, this year when you throw your award show, I get an invitation.
Nah, you definitely invited, man. You definitely invited.
That's what's up. So you guys definitely have to tap in. You guys, I'm gonna put all of Pop's information in the description. Whoever's tapping in from YouTube, I'm gonna put his information in the description of the YouTube video, so you can tap in with him. I'll put in his website, his where you can watch his stuff, his Instagram and everything, so you can be so you guys can know when he's doing the award show and what's going on with that. So yeah, besides, you know, running the web series, doing the award show, you've also done radio hosting as well. I enjoyed your show because I've seen it on YouTube. Tell me a little bit about the radio hosting stuff that you do.
You did your homework.
Listen, Pop, come on, man.
I know what's homework. Okay, yeah. Now I had a radio talk show called Honesty Radio Talk Show. That was right before Project Heat, matter of fact. And you know, we interviewed, you know, unsigned artists that was making a buzz, and it was pretty dope. It was pretty dope.
I mean, I'm definitely like a podcast head, a radio head. Like, I love listening to all of the interviews and everything. And I tapped into all of those shows that you guys have. And that's also on your YouTube page as well, right? So people can check that out.
Yeah.
Check out the radio show too.
It's called Honesty Radio Talk Show.
Honesty Radio Talk Show is his partner KD, and it's a young lady that you guys had with you as well.
Yeah, her name is Chauncey, but she plays my sister.
Yep.
And Project Heat.
Project Heat. Do you guys have any plans to bring that back?
And we ain't talk about it, but it's there.
You never know, right?
You know what I'm saying? It's there.
Yeah, and now we're in the era of podcasting, so you know, you never know. You could possibly turn it into a podcast one day.
Yeah, well, I mean, we was doing it before the podcast, so
that's what I'm saying. That's why I wanted to bring it up, you know, because you guys were out before the podcasting. So now, you know, it's like, you know, if you want to transition into that, you could still do that. That's dope.
Yeah. We already know how to, you know, how to structure it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So yeah, you're definitely a man of many different jobs, many different talents. Another thing I wanted to have my audience know, and the people and whoever taps in, you and your team, you know, not only are you guys super creative and you're putting content out there for the people, but you also give back to the community, and you guys also do a lot of charity work. And I know that about you, especially around the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas. You guys are constantly in the community. Tell us a little bit about what you do, and if there's any foundation or website that people could donate to, or if you have anything coming up that you want to plug or talk about with any type of charity work, or any plans you have in the future to do more. You can tell us a little bit about that too.
Yeah, well, I just gave out a couple of hundred of turkeys for Thanksgiving, and some canned goods, bags of food, for the people that really need it. That was
Yeah.
then we do toy drives, you know, we do toy drives in pink houses.
Yeah.
Um some and a lot of times we collaborate with organizations and bring toys to their organization and give them out to the kids. And I mean I love to give back to the community because that's how I am.
Absolutely, and that's where you're from. So if you guys want to, get involved in any of the things that Pop and his team are doing as far as like charities or wanting to give back to the community, hit him up on his Instagram, DM him, email him. Like I said, I'm going to put all his stuff in the description so you can tap in with him if you want to get involved with him and his team, because he's out there really doing community work with his team, and that's definitely admirable. So I'm over here looking at my notes. I came prepared here today. So
Mhm.
I'm trying to see if I want to cover anything else with you. I got all my little all my little notes. So let me ask you a question. What
Mhm.
does your future in 2020 look like? What are your plans? What do you guys have going on? Because there's a lot.
2022. You talking about 2022?
Did I say 2021 or 2022?
You said 2020.
I said, oh, okay, 2022. What does your future plans look like in 2022?
Well, we plan, you know, to get on a major network. That's definitely the plan. Other than that, I want to open up a business. I'm in the mix of doing that right
What
now.
kind of business?
It's a restaurant.
Oh, what kind of food?
So,
Soul
so
food. You gonna open it up in New York?
I was thinking about Atlanta or Charlotte.
Okay, and come on, you got to bring it uptown, NYC too. You gotta come on.
New York is kind of expensive. I'm going where,
Yeah,
you know, the money you could get your money's worth.
yeah. No, I feel you.
What? But I'm coming. I'm once I you know generate enough dollars, I'm coming back to New York. That's no ifs ands and buts about that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's my plans for 2022.
So you guys are gonna continue. Are you continuously filming seasons of Project Heat for all the franchises, or is any of them done, or everything is still going?
Well, Atlanta, we got to put a hold. We had to put a hold on, but Baltimore, Connecticut, and New York is definitely gonna still be running.
Yeah, so that's popping, and they can catch all of that stuff right now on YouTube, right? All the seasons, everything, right?
Yeah, first New York. You have to start with New York because then
Yeah, you guys do.
you you know you know how the storyline will go. If you start from season 3 or season 4 in New York, you'll be lost.
Yeah,
So you
that's true.
start from season 1 New York, and then you'll see why I branched out to Atlanta, I branched out to Baltimore, and why I branched out to Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. So
yeah, start
start.
from
Sorry.
I got 4 seasons for New York. I got 2 seasons, no, 1.5 season for Atlanta, and I got 2 seasons for Baltimore, and we on the first season for Connecticut.
Okay, I can't wait to tap in with that. I think the last season that I left off at, I got a lot of catching up to do. Y'all went to Atlanta already. Where did y'all go after Atlanta? It was DC?
No, Baltimore.
I'm at Baltimore.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of catching up to do, but yeah, so I'm in Baltimore. But so tell me what your YouTube page is. I'm also gonna put it in the description so y'all can tap in. What's the YouTube page?
YouTube page, you go up to Show Up Films. S
Show
H
Up Films.
yeah, SHOWUPFILMS.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so tap in with Pop at Show Up Films. I'm gonna put all his stuff in the description. Pop, I'm not gonna keep you here all night, but I do have a game that I want to play with you that I play with all of my guests that come up to my podcast. It's called Red Flag and Deal Breaker. I'm not gonna keep you up all night because I know you was so
You said
kind to give
red
me the time.
flag or deal breaker?
Yeah, it's called Red Flag or Deal Breaker. So I'm gonna give you a couple questions. I'm gonna ask you the questions. You tell me if it's a red flag, a deal breaker, or if you love it.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you ready to play?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So first question: you go to have sex with a girl that you're really digging, and she tells you that she doesn't kiss. She don't tongue kiss. She don't French kiss. Is
Oh,
that a red flag, a deal breaker, or you love it?
that's a deal breaker. Like I don't kiss either.
So that's not a deal breaker. That means you love it if you don't kiss.
Oh yeah. You said deal breaker. I love it. Love it. Yeah. Yeah, you can say that. I don't kiss.
Okay, so if shorty don't kiss, that's a red flag.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, yeah, you love it. You love it. Gotcha. Okay. All right. So you're dating a girl, she's over 30. You digging her, you get to her house, and she has 3 roommates. She's over 30 with 3 roommates. Red flag, deal breaker, or love it?
It's a red flag. What the fuck is going on in there?
He's like, "Shorty, you over 30 and you got 3 roommates."
Yeah. That's not cool.
You a little too old, ma.
Yeah.
Okay. You dating a girl and she shares custody of her dog with her ex-boyfriend.
What?
You're dating a girl and she shares custody of her dog with her ex-boyfriend. So you're dating her and she has a dog, a cute little, Maltese dog. Yeah. And she says, "You know what? I share custody with my ex-boyfriend. My ex-boyfriend gets the dog on the weekends. I get the dog on a weekday. I got to go drop the dog off. He got to go and pick the dog up. So we're going to have
a red flag, man.
That red flag, deal breaker, or love it?
No, I don't love that shit. It's a red flag. Like, why would the fuck you want to have custody of a dog? You could keep the nigga or he could keep the motherfucker. What the fuck you gotta have custody of?
Hey, some people, they get a dog together when they're in a relationship. Both parties love the dog. Nobody wants to give up the dog, so then they start sharing custody like that's a child.
That's not.
Okay, next. Which is that?
That raised an eyebrow.
Word. That's a red flag. Okay. Now they argue. So you're dating a girl and you find out that they argue in celebrity Instagram comments with people that they don't know. So you dating this girl, you digging her, you're on Instagram and you just scrolling through, you see like one of your celeb friends and she's in there arguing in their comments with like random trolls. Is that a red flag, a deal breaker, or do you love it?
That's kind of weird. She's in the comments arguing.
Right. With just random fans.
So she's
you dating a chick.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure which one is it.
Is that a deal breaker?
It's a deal breaker.
He said that's a deal breaker, shorty. He said you a little bit of a groupie. I ain't feeling that.
Nah, I'm good.
Just a few more of these. Okay. Now, you dating a shorty or whatever, you go to her Instagram and you see it says public figure. She has that in her bio that she's a public figure. Is that a red flag, a deal breaker, or do you love it?
That's a deal breaker.
Why?
Why the fuck are you a public figure? What comes along with that? Like, I'm not gonna figure that shit out.
Pop said, "Listen, I'm good on that."
Yeah.
All right. So now here's another question. You dating a girl, right? Mm-hmm. You go back to her crib. Y'all about to get it popping. You look under her bed and you find a stack of plates and mugs under her bed. Is that a red flag, a deal breaker, or do you love it?
A stack of plates and mugs?
Yeah, like coffee mugs.
Oh no, that's a deal breaker as well. That's a
Like,
deal
you go
breaker.
to put your sneakers, you go to like pick your sneakers from under the bed and you look and you see like
that's a deal breaker. I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back.
Because if she can't clean her room, I wonder what else she can't clean.
Yeah. That's a fact.
All right, last question. You go to her house and you find out she doesn't use bedding. There's no fitted sheet, no pillowcases on her bed.
Yo, where you get these? Yo, where you get these questions from?
I make them up.
So she got just a plain mattress and a box spring.
Yeah,
that's a deal breaker
and a
too.
Comforter.
That's a deal breaker.
Pop said, "Listen, shorty, I want you. You better clean your room. You better have proper clean bedding sheets on there.
Yo.
Everything better be copacetic because I'm not with it. It's a deal breaker."
Yeah, that's a deal breaker.
Oh man. Pop, thank you so much for coming by. Thank you so much for playing. One more time before I let you go, let the people know where they can tap in. Give me your Instagram, give me your website, and anything else you want to plug.
All right, you can find me on Instagram as pop POP _ show up SHOWUP, and you can find me. You could actually go check out the series on YouTube underneath Show Up Films. That's SHOWUPFILMS.
Yes, tap in with everything that Pop got going on. Tap in with Project Heat, the Urban Web series. His restaurant is opening in 2022. He got a whole bunch of stuff going on. Thank you to everybody who's watching me on YouTube. Thank you to everybody who's listening to me on Anchor, Spotify. Shout out to Apple. You could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to be in Angie's world. And for that, I love you. I'm out of here. Pop, don't go nowhere. I'm about to exit out of here. But I love y'all. Later.